And you're
So hello
in
and
batch number 7
assalam.
at your.
Hello and assalamu alaikum to you all. My name is Mohammad Ishaq Ali. I study at Rehan School Online Academy in batch number 7. So today we're back with another interview with Maya. Today we're going to talk with Maya on the topic food. So hello Maya, how are you?
Hello, Mohammed Ishaq Ali. Great to hear from you again. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. It's really good to be chatting with you and to start a new interview. And I'm especially excited that our topic is food. It's something that touches everyone's lives in so many different ways. There's history, culture, science, taste, emotion. I mean, the whole experience of food really impacts everyone in pretty profound ways.
Okay Maya, so my first question with you is why do we need food?
That's a perfect starting question. We need food because it's literally the fuel that keeps us going. Everything from thinking, breathing, even just existing depends on the energy we get from food. Our bodies are like incredibly complex machines, and food breaks down into what's called nutrients. Things like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, each one playing a different but equally important role. Carbs give us quick energy. Proteins help build and repair tissues like muscles after exercise. Fats help with longer term energy storage and keeping us insulated. Without these nutrients, our bodies literally can't run properly. Think about what happens when a car runs out of gas. The same thing would happen to us without food, but on a much more serious level. Over time, not eating could lead to organ failure and pretty serious health problems. It's not just about surviving either. Eating good, nourishing food helps us think clearly, fight off sickness, and stay strong so we can live the fullest lives possible.
Okay Maya, so my next question is what does food give our body?
Yep, that's a great follow up question. Food gives our bodies a whole lot, more than just keeping us alive. First, we get energy, mainly from carbohydrates and fats. Think of this energy like electricity that powers your brain and muscles to get through your day. Then there's protein. Proteins are the builders for our bodies. They help you grow, fix damaged tissues, and keep our muscles strong. Vitamins and minerals are like little helper molecules. Vitamin C helps your immune system fight off colds. Iron helps carry oxygen through your blood. Calcium builds strong bones. Food also gives you water, which we absolutely need to survive because our bodies are mostly water. All these nutrients play essential roles in keeping everything working properly so we can stay healthy, grow, and even think clearly. A really helpful way to think about it is like building something. Food provides the raw materials we need to build and maintain everything that makes us who we are.
Okay, what happens if we do not eat enough food?
Well, it's a really important question because what happens when we don't eat enough food actually shows us exactly how vital food really is. If you consistently don't eat enough, you start to feel tired and weak pretty quickly. That's because your body doesn't have the energy to function properly. You might have trouble concentrating in school and get sick more easily because your immune system isn't as strong without the nutrients it needs. Over time, if it continues, more serious things can happen. Your body starts breaking down muscle tissue for energy, which is not ideal because you need muscle for all sorts of essential functions. Your growth can be stunted if you're young, making it hard to reach your full potential. And for adults, it can make everyday tasks more challenging. Eventually, if it's severe enough, it can lead to nutrient deficiencies, lacking enough of those vitamins and minerals we talked about, which causes serious health problems. It's like trying to run a car without enough oil. At first, things might work okay, but over time, the engine will start to wear down and eventually break. So, yeah, eating enough food isn't just about feeling full, it's fundamentally tied to staying strong, healthy, and able to learn and grow.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is what is a healthy diet?
That's a fantastic question. A healthy diet isn't about being on some kind of strict restriction. It's more about balance and getting all the nutrients your body needs. At its core, it means eating a variety of foods from all different food groups. A lot of it should come from fruits and vegetables. They're packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which helps keep your body working smoothly. Lean proteins like chicken, fish, and beans are important for building and repairing muscles. Whole grains like brown rice and whole wheat bread give you lasting energy. Healthy fats like from avocados or nuts are good for your brain and heart. It's also about limiting things like sugary drinks, processed foods, and a lot of saturated fats. Portion control matters too. Eating appropriate amounts depending on your age, size, and how active you are is key. Really, it's about making choices that make you feel good and fuel your body to perform its best rather than making it work harder to process unhealthy foods.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is what are the main type of nutritions in fruit?
Hmm. Great question. Fruit's really amazing because it's packed with so many different types of nutrients that all work together. First off, you have vitamins, especially vitamin C, which really boosts your immune system and helps fight off sickness. Then there's fiber, which helps keep your digestion running smoothly and keeps you feeling fuller longer so you don't overeat. Fruit naturally contains sugars, mostly fructose, which provides quick energy, but it's different than added sugars in processed stuff. It's usually combined with fiber, which slows down how quickly your body absorbs it. There's also potassium, which is good for your heart health and helps regulate blood pressure. Certain fruits have antioxidants too, like blueberries. These help protect your cells from damage. Plus, they're full of water, which keeps you hydrated. It's really a total package compared to other simple snacks. And different colors actually mean different nutrients too. Bright orange fruits like oranges are high in vitamin C, and bright red fruits like strawberries offer really great antioxidants.
Okay, so my next question with you is why is water important for our body?
That's a really important question. Water is so crucial. Honestly, without water, we couldn't survive more than a few days. It's fundamental to practically every bodily function. Our bodies are actually made up of about 60% water, so it's literally part of us. Water helps transport nutrients to our cells so that energy and building blocks can get where they need to go. It also helps flush out waste products, basically keeping your system clean. Water also regulates our body temperature, which is why we sweat when we're hot to cool down. Your brain is mostly water, so staying hydrated helps you think clearly and focus. Even basic things like lubricating joints, digestion, and keeping our skin healthy depend on proper hydration. Dehydration happens when you lose too much water. That leads to all sorts of problems like headaches, fatigue, and just generally feeling unwell. Thinking about it like a car's engine needing coolant, water keeps the whole system from overheating and running smoothly.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is what is junk food?
That's a really important question to understand. Junk food basically refers to foods that give you a lot of calories but don't offer much nutritional value. They're often high in sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats, but low in vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Think things like potato chips, candy, soda, fast food burgers and fries, packaged cookies, basically stuff that tastes really good but doesn't really fuel your body well. The problem isn't just that they're not good for you, they often actively displace more nutritious foods in your diet. So if you're filling up on junk food, you're not leaving enough room for the things your body actually needs to grow and function. Eating a lot of junk food regularly can lead to weight gain, increased risk of health problems like heart disease, diabetes, and just not feeling great overall. A small treat once in a while is fine, but making it a habit is where it gets tricky. It's better to get your energy from foods that give you more benefits than just that initial good taste.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is why should we eat fruits and vegetables?
That's an excellent question because fruits and vegetables really are nutritional powerhouses. The main reason is all the essential vitamins and minerals they contain, things like vitamin C for boosting your immune system, vitamin A for healthy eyes, potassium for regulating blood pressure. They are also packed with fiber, which aids digestion and keeps you feeling full, helping you maintain healthy weight. Beyond vitamins and minerals, fruits and vegetables are full of antioxidants. These help protect your cells from damage. Since there are so many colors and varieties, eating different ones means you get different antioxidants and vitamins, which gives your body a wide range of protection. Lastly, a lot of them are relatively low in calories while having a lot of nutritional value. So you can eat decent portions without feeling guilty or overdoing it. And seriously, it's like nature's perfect food package when you think about it.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is what is a balanced meal?
That's a really smart question. Understanding balanced meals is key to good nutrition. Basically, a balanced meal includes something from most of the major food groups to give your body everything it needs. You want to aim for variety to get different nutrients. It usually looks something like this. About half your plate should be fruits and vegetables. These give you vitamins and fiber. A quarter of your plate should have a lean protein source like chicken, fish, beans, or tofu. Those are crucial for building and repairing tissue. Then the other quarter of your plate should be whole grains like brown rice, whole wheat bread, or quinoa. These provide energy, including healthy fats like avocado or a drizzle of olive oil is good too. Drink water instead of sugary drinks with it. It's also crucial for hydration. The idea isn't being strict about perfect portions every time, but about making sure you get something from each group to make sure you're getting a good range of nutrients rather than just focusing on one thing.
Okay, how is food different in different countries?
That's a really fascinating question. Food is probably one of the most obvious ways cultures differ. Food traditions are shaped by climate, history, and available resources. In many Asian countries like China and Thailand, you'll see a huge emphasis on rice and fresh vegetables, often with stir fries or noodles as central dishes. In Mediterranean countries like Italy and Greece, olive oil, fresh produce, fish, and pasta or grains are essential. They often use lots of herbs and spices in cooking. Mexico has a heavy emphasis on corn, beans, and peppers, reflected in dishes like tacos, enchiladas, and tamales. India is famously diverse, each region having unique spice blends and cooking techniques. Some cultures have diets that rely more on specific proteins too. Eskimos traditionally ate more meat because of harsh climates, while people in Japan historically ate a lot more fish. Even something basic like what spices people enjoy varies. Some favor spicy food, while others go for sweeter or milder flavors. It's honestly really cool how each country developed its own ways to make use of local ingredients, turning food into something. Got it. That was a really interesting look at food traditions around the world. Did you want to explore any of those cultures more closely, or do you have another question about food you'd like to ask?
Okay, so my next question is why do people eat rice in many Asian countries?
That's a great question. The reason rice is so central to many Asian diets goes way back to the history and environment of the region. Rice grows really well in the warm, wet climates of many Asian countries. Unlike wheat or other grains, it thrives in those conditions where the land is often flooded during growing seasons. For thousands of years, rice has been a reliable crop that produces a lot of food on relatively small plots of land, making it a perfect way to feed growing populations. As agriculture developed in Asia, rice growing practices got really sophisticated. Many countries perfected specific growing techniques and varieties over generations, making it even more dependable. Culturally, too, rice became really important through religious practices or as a food reserved for celebrations. It's just become so deeply woven into Asian agricultural practices and cultural traditions that it continues to be a primary food source today. And people have learned to make it so versatile with all sorts of dishes and side accompaniments.
Okay, Maya, so my next question is what food is popular in India?
Indian food is incredibly diverse. It's really difficult to just pick popular foods because it changes so much from region to region. But if I had to talk about really common dishes, you definitely hear about things like biryani, which is a rice dish with meat or vegetables and a lot of delicious spices. Different regions make it very differently, but it's almost always flavorful. Then you have different types of curry, things like butter chicken, saag paneer, and vindaloo are staples. Dosas are popular breakfast snacks. Those are thin crepes made from fermented rice batter, served with sambar and chutney. Of course, naan, which is flatbread baked in a tandoor oven, is ubiquitous too, perfect with curries. You have a huge variety of vegetarian dishes since so many Indians are vegetarian. Dishes like dal makhani, chana masala, or different styles of samosas. Each region really has its signature dishes too, though. South Indian food has coconut and flavors you don't find elsewhere, while North India uses a lot more wheat and dairy. Really, Indian cuisine's popularity comes from its wide spice usage and regional diversity.
Okay, so Maya, can you please tell me what is very popular in Italy?
Italian food, what's not to love? They're famous worldwide for pasta, right? There's so many different shapes and preparations like spaghetti, penne, ravioli. It's really diverse. Pizza is another icon of Italian food culture. There's the classic Neapolitan pizzas with simple ingredients like tomato, mozzarella, and basil. Then there's risotto made with creamy rice and various sauces like mushroom or seafood. Italian cuisine also uses a lot of fresh produce in things like caprese salad with tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil, and other classic vegetable dishes. Regional variations are massive too, though. In the north, near Tuscany, you'll find more creamy dishes with rich sauces, while in the south, you will eat a lot more tomato based meals and seafood focused options. Olive oil, fresh herbs like basil and oregano, and simple ingredients but great flavors are something common and make Italian cuisine stand out. And don't forget tiramisu for dessert, a truly iconic Italian sweet dish.
Okay, so Maya, my next question with you is why do people eat special food during festivals?
That's a really thoughtful question. There's actually a lot behind why food plays such a big role in festivals around the world. Food isn't just about nourishing the body, it's about connecting with family and your culture's history. Certain dishes become traditions because they symbolize luck or prosperity, like eating sweets for a sweet year ahead, or specific dishes shared during a harvest season. Festivities often have religious or cultural significance, and eating certain foods can reinforce those meanings. It's a way to honor religious figures or ancient practices. Then there's the element of celebration. Special foods make events more cheerful and memorable. Think about holidays like Thanksgiving. Would they be the same without the turkey, or Christmas without all the sweets? From a social perspective, preparing and sharing festival food strengthens bonds and brings people together in communities. So, really, eating special dishes during festivals isn't just about taste, it's about tradition, connection, and meaningful rituals tied to specific occasions.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is why food do people eat at wedding? Like weddings.
That's a wonderful. Got it. I think you meant why do people eat at weddings? Is that right?
Yeah, you're correct.
Right. Food at weddings has a deep history and symbolism. Traditionally, wedding feasts were about showing abundance, demonstrating the couple and their families could provide well for the future. Food also became a way of sharing celebration and joy with guests, offering hospitality and thanking them for coming. Specific foods often have cultural meanings too. For example, cake symbolized sweetness and luck for the couple's future. Rice symbolizes fertility and prosperity in some cultures when they throw it at the couple, or certain spices have symbolic associations. In many cultures, food is served buffet style to create a shared meal experience. More broadly, a delicious meal just makes the celebration more joyful. It becomes a memorable part of sharing happiness with loved ones in this important life transition.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is um, how does weather affect the food people eat?
That's a really smart connection to make. The weather significantly influences what people eat in lots of ways. It's honestly a huge factor. In hot weather, people tend to gravitate towards lighter foods that are easier to digest, like salads, fruits, and cool drinks to stay hydrated. They're also more likely to seek out foods with cooling properties. In colder climates, heavier, warming foods that provide more energy are more popular. Think stews, soups, and hearty meats. Seasonal foods are a big part of this too. When certain fruits and vegetables are only in season, people naturally eat them during the appropriate weather. Historically, communities adapted their diets based on what crops could be grown during certain seasons or weather patterns. Now, even things like weather patterns drive what's sold in local markets, for instance, when there's a drought, crops might become expensive because of shortages. Even our bodies respond to weather. In winter, many people crave foods that provide comfort and fuel. And that definitely influences cravings too.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is how does food show a country culture, like a country's culture?
That's a great question. Food is honestly one of the most powerful ways a country's culture is shown. A country's cuisine can reflect its history, customs, and traditions. A country's culinary history may reflect trade routes, colonization patterns, or cultural exchange. Think about India. The spice trade left it with its iconic blend of flavor, or how French cuisine influenced New Orleans. Food traditions often have stories, recipes passed down through generations, connecting people to ancestors and cultural values. Food can also show a country's beliefs. Certain religions might have food restrictions, and traditional ingredients reflect availability in that geography. The way people eat also tells something about cultures. Formal dining versus family meals versus casual street food. Even simple things like what dishes people celebrate with or what flavors they prefer shows what's important culturally. It shows something deeper about how groups have adapted over time. It's honestly an incredible mirror into society's story.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is why do some religion not allowed like creamy foods?
Actually, you might have meant certain meats there. Creamy fruits aren't really restricted by religions, but various faiths do have rules around what kinds of meat people can eat. For example, Islam and Judaism both have strict rules about what kinds of animals are permissible to eat, known as halal in Islam and kosher in Judaism. Pork is prohibited in both. Both restrict how animals are slaughtered too. It needs to be humane and follows certain procedures. Hinduism has traditions of vegetarianism, avoiding all meat based on respect for all life. Some branches of Buddhism also promote vegetarianism for similar reasons. Even within Christianity, you see variations. Some traditions have rules around eating meat on certain days, like Fridays or during Lent as forms of fasting. These dietary restrictions are usually deeply rooted in religious beliefs, with varying rationales like purity laws, ethical concerns over animal treatment, spiritual practices like self discipline, or views about the interconnectedness of life.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is how does food show a not this I'm sorry. So the next question is why is pizza famous in New York City?
Let me check that for you. Isa Chandra Moskowitz is actually really famous in New York City, especially in the vegan food scene. She's a chef and cookbook author known for her plant based cooking. Her
No, no,
cookbooks
no,
like
no, no,
Vegan with
no, no, Maya. I was talking about like I will repeat the question. Why is pizza famous in New York?
Hold on, let me look that up. Pizza's so famous in New York because it has this incredible history tied to Italian immigrants who started arriving in the late 1800s and early 1900s. They brought their Neapolitan pizza making traditions, but had to adapt them to the ovens they found in New York, particularly these hot coal fired ovens and bakeries. The first pizzeria in the US actually opened in New York City in 1905 called Lombardi's, and they started selling pizza by the slice to working people. That convenience made it an instant hit, perfectly fitting the city's fast paced lifestyle. Now, New York pizza is known for its really thin, crispy crust and that balanced blend of cheese and tomato sauce.
Okay, Maya, so my next question with you is what is fast food?
Hey, just letting you know, our call is about to wrap up soon. We're getting close to the 30-minute limit. Thanks so much for the great conversation. You're welcome to call back anytime to continue our chat about food. All right.
Okay, thank you so much for listening to our conversation with Maya. So we meet in another like AI session. So all of us